Welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. Just thought I'd show everybody my Pong machine. You've all seen my computer space, so I thought I should point out I also have the other arcade classic, Pong. But this is no ordinary Pong machine. As I pull back, you're going to see why. I like to refer to this actually as Baby Pong. And why? Well, it's really no bigger than a Vectrex. Yeah, this is just a little cabinet I built myself. I'll show pictures in a minute of how I did it. But it's a Pong machine. I mean, you got to have both of the classics in your collection if you're going to do this. And this actually started off its life beginning as one of these Jack's Pacific little paddle machines you would plug into your television set. So essentially, round the back of the cabinet there, I've got a hole that this plugs into. And inside there, clearly, is a little TV. It was a small little $25 unit that I picked up in the local hardware store. So here, let me fire it up and show you just what a typical game of Pong is like on this machine. All right, let's have a go. So I'm going to launch the ball by firing the fire button. And I'm on the right-hand side there. Now, I don't have it set too loud. And actually, I'm not terribly thrilled with the sound quality on this thing. I'll turn it up in a minute, but actual Pong has a shorter little, I don't even know a good way to describe it. The sound of winning in regular Pong is a very short little blip, whereas on this Jack's Pacific game, they drag it out kind of long, so not too thrilled with the circuitry there. However, outside of that one complaint, it's a great little Pong game. And what's also really nice is because it's a Jack's Pacific, it actually comes with about a dozen other games here. Let me just take us back to the main menu. If I hit the the menu button, and then we'll go to see what other options there are. As you can see here, it comes with a whole pile of different games. I mean, we've got, let's start at the beginning. We've got Pong, which is currently lit up. And we can even play Arcade Warlords. In addition to that, they've got other paddle games for the 2600. We've got Breakout, Canyon Bomber, Casino, Circus Atari, Demons to Diamonds, Night Driver, Steeplechase, Street Racer, Super Breakout, Video Olympics, and Warlords. So it's a nice little package. I've got Pong, and I've also got a bunch of other games that I can play on this little TV set. The TV set's black and white, so some of these won't look all that fantastic. For example, if I was to fire up Super Breakout, you'll see it's not stellar. In fact, let me just pull up. Let's play the one that I have mentioned before. Here, let me go to game number 7, which I've mentioned before in the Vectrex Pong video that I talked about. Let's do this one. So, unfortunately, playing Breakout in black and white isn't stellar, but it is what it is. Still, it's nice to have other options. You can play other paddle games on this little machine. And, of course, Circus Atari is fantastic. So making Baby Pong was actually not too hard. I essentially bought the Jack's Pacific TV game system here. Then I realized I needed a TV to connect it to, so I got this Curtis brand one out of the local hardware store for 25 bucks. I think it's used for camping because it works off antenna and by batteries, so it's a portable television. Made sure everything was going to work when I hooked it all up. And I went to the local office supply store and picked up these Prestonia filing boxes. They've got a little flap on the side and also a big sheet of yellow construction paper. I made sure the Prestonias were going to fit around the TV properly. You can see they're still got their join in the center, so then ended up cutting off that join and sat the TV inside. This is going to work perfectly. I even ended up with some extra corners, so I made a lid for the Pong machine and cut the notch out, and I even had some styrofoam to just tilt the TV up a bit so you could see it better. This is almost finished now, and I decided, okay, I need that yellow construction paper to now make the famous Pong front faceplate. I took a spare piece of paper that was going to fit in the exact spot, folded it in half, eyeballed roughly what that window would look like, and then when I unfolded it, it looked pretty good. So then I duplicated the same thing on the construction paper, put it all together, and essentially Baby Pong is done. I just printed out the Pong logo on a piece of yellow paper. But there you go, that's Baby Pong constructed, and it looks awesome. So there we go, there is Baby Pong. And in case people think Pong is an old game that doesn't have any value anymore, I'm just going to show some footage here of the first time I brought out Baby Pong to a party. It was quite a hit with the ladies. Now, I will apologize in advance. The picture quality of my old camera isn't stellar, but I hope you can make out the details. Alright, so I'm going to wrap up the video there. That is Baby Pong. It's been a lot of fun to build this little project, and if anybody has access to these Jakks Pacific paddle games and can get the other bits and pieces at a local office supply store, I recommend you make one yourself. I will see you down the rabbit hole.